I'm not doing commercial, but I'm in a good mood to teach you this class. Idea is to get, this is what it is. I am going to be this year 60-year-old. That's my only life history. I became master of Kundalini Yoga when I was a 16-and-a-half-year-old. It's the youngest age anybody could achieve a status. If status, is a lie, it is fine, it is a truth, who cares? There's nothing to it. It is between a master to a master. After Kundalini Yoga and becoming a master and all that, I went crazy and I wanted to do these occult powers and I wanted to really know how the 5 tattva affects a man and how they do this and that. So, I did all that too. It's not that I didn't learn. I learn it, I practice it, and it works. It's true. You can make a donkey of anybody and make an elephant out of anybody, and it is the most vicious side of the power and energy and divinity which I ever experienced. I found out that mostly people are not right. And one says this, one says that, and it's a bizarre thing. Then I found out that spirituality and religion is the most corrupt thing on the planet. And when I had that experience, that made me head of the religion. That you understand the dichotomy? And I couldn't say no, I don't want it, I don't believe in it. On the other hand, I definitely know that spirituality is nothing but a salesman's shop and promise people God. Neither the man who is promising knows what God is, not who is promising knows what God is. And everything lives on a hope and it goes on, and you pay me $30 and I pay you $20 and something like that. Because religion has come down to the level of a grassroots person. It is that bucket which goes in the church, which collects the money, which keeps the church. So there is a compromise. And I tell you in the fact, in a science and art, when it comes to compromise, it is totally not real. Period. I was fortunate I got sick, and I couldn't even teach if I wanted to. Then I start looking out why one gets sick. Then I realize a man of my caliber and with the kind of my sadhana can get sick. Why? That was the question. And I found out as the doors to the Golden Temple got locked up and blood started going, same happened to my heart. Man is a prototype copy of his belief. Experience only proved me to believe it. Otherwise, if anybody would have said, I tell you, I would not have even hurt an ant, but I might have slapped that man's face. I said, I lie, shut up, you were just laying your number. But the fact is, when I was into it and I experienced it, it happened. Then I started looking around you guys. You're American, per capita income very good, often good sex every night, you do everything in the world, dance, you pretend you are this, you pretend that you are just really beastfully commotional and emotional satisfying people on the planet. And you can afford it. Everybody can afford it, what you can afford. What is in your left out of the plates, 1/3 of the world can feed out of it. That's how wasteful and irrational you are. But I feel God has given you a vast land, less population, lot of money, and you can afford to do it. It must be the karma which you can enjoy for a while. But I do understand where is the pain and the problem in life. It's not anywhere. It's a simple theory. Let us put 2 and 2 together. Soul is deep and dormant. Mind is shallow and yellow. And when I say yellow, it means cheap. Yellow journalism is a term which you all must understand. When we overcolor things and cheaply try to attract other people and lay the number. That's how it is all about. Now, should we blame people for it? No. Because the subconscious records day dreams, night dreams, thought, desire, wishes, emotions, your own plus all the people you know who project. Now question is, you do not understand, it's all signal stations. And if million stations send signal to you, you shall receive them without knowing. That's unconscious state which mind has. And then what happens? You get bloated. Overloaded is called bloated. And then your own life starts falling apart. Whatever comes from your soul shall stay. Whatever comes from your mind has to be worked out. Because whatever shall come your mind will be faster than you can understand and shallow than you can walk into it. That's what mind does. Mind is quick. Mind is actually a contact between you and God without even you knowing it. It can make you feel you are nothing. It can make you feel you are everything. Now within that philosophy, when subconscious get overloaded, it starts blowing the circuits. And a state of numbness is reached in physical action. It can be mental impotency, it can be physical impotency, and it can be sensitivity into impotency, which we call it, I don't have a spirit, I don't feel like. And in medical science they call, in psychiatry, he's psychotic, he's neurotic. I mean, they have got whole science about it. And then they say his brain doesn't work. And you know one thing very funny, I can never believe this thing, and somebody's brain doesn't work. Brain is such a highly sophisticated computer God gave to a person. If it's worked out, even in a part of it can work out more than anything we have ever produced or we know how to produce. Look at the situation of the mind. You have 10 trillion cells. Your body has 10 trillion cells. These cells changes in 72 hours. And old age is when they start changing from 72 hours to 80 hours and 85 hours, that's all. No big deal. You know, doctors write, die of old age. When cells start changing, takes longer hours, you start becoming senile, old, and capacity-wise little wrong. Now 10 trillion cells you got, and each cell has 3 electron, neutron, and proton, so mean each cell has 3 things to take care of it. That means 30 trillion units which live in you. So you are a living combination, living organic combination of 30 trillion units. And watch, on per impulse of the beat of the heart, your mind receives, control, administers, and keep the change going. It means mind has the capacity per impulse to receive, control, administer 30 trillion messages. I mean, it's a simple layman mathematics. That is how mind is. We are going to deal with the very mind of ours to unload our unfulfilled dreams so we can have a little space to live. It is called jerking out the jerk in us, you know, in simple American slang English. Too much. When we get too much. I was very funny that day. I said, somebody, believe in God. Yes. No believe in God. Nothing outside. I said, God is inside. The person said, if God is inside, then absolutely no belief. I know what is in my inside. I say, breathe. The person breathed. I say, how much of your left lung and right lung at this time has been filled with the oxygen, and how much is the difference between the blood underneath and your air? And how much the diaphragm is pulling you at the capacity rate to bring the air down to have the oxygenation of the blood done. And the person said, what? What are you asking? I said, each breath means it must go to the deeper cell of the lungs and oxygenate the blood to make it healthy and then come out with the unwanted, and that's how the breathing is. And I say, my dear person, you only breathe. Remainingly, there is a 4-inch, if I estimate right, distance between the air you breathe and where your blood is ready to be oxygenated, and your diaphragm puts the pressure, and that pressure touches it. It means you are only breathing 25% out of this 5% oxygen is oxygenating the blood. And then we take vitamin E, geritol, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin this, good food, and hell of a thing. But the very oxygen in our breath does not touch our whole blood. And we have the shallowest breathing habits. Mind-wise, whatever we think in messages, receive in a message and take care of the messages, whether those messages are done, fulfilled, or understood, or analyzed, or processed and progressed, or rejected, or accepted, beyond that, they are all stored in the subconscious. And finally, they start overflowing. They overflow in 3 ways. One is through daydreaming, which is the worst. Night dreaming and nightmares and those kind of stuff, which is reasonable if to the extent that it does not tax the nervous system. I don't mind if a person doesn't sleep whole night, only is not sleeping whole night, it is working through a dream. It is equal to 16 hours of hard working. If a person takes a 6 foot by 6 foot, 4 foot deep trench during the daytime, at the noon of the day, that's what one nightmare is equal to. Plus is aftershock, like a earthquake can go on for about a week to 10 days. And if it is unfortunate within the half of the moon, it means you are on the 7th or 8th day or 9th day of the moon, and you reach the 11th day of the moon, that becomes a permanent scar. If it's your 13th, 14th, 15th onward, you are safe. And that's how body works. It's a very, very highly sophisticated system. So I thought I will just share with you certain series in which I'm going to get rid of this stuff. It's easy that you should know the art of it and science of it and experience of it, so that you can live light. These days, a lot of people are selling enlightenment and meditation and I don't know, a lot of things. But basically you must understand you have not one power, mental power. You cannot avoid the interlock with you of the sound of the gong, because you are the byproduct of the wave and the strength of the wave. That's called light and sound. Playing gong is art. It took me about 4 to 5 years to perfect it. I can rhythm it, I can play it, I can interlock it, I can see at your aura, and I can push you through. I don't need you for that. I mean, don't meditate on me, and I don't mind. I just push you anyway. So it is just like pulling the tooth out of man's mouth when the forceps is in, and dentist has the strength, and Novocaine has already worked itself out. All it knows is that pull it out. And we need for that only 1/10 of a second. If in the whole meditation today, you can coordinate yourself 1/10 of a second, that's all we need. After all, to burn a big heap of dry, good firewood, you need one little matchstick. So if in this whole series, little by little, you just give us 1/10 of a second, rest is all work out with you. That's all we need. Once that sound sink in, where you are not hearing and you are getting it, it will do the work. And that is what the science is about. I'm not going to make you Christian. I'm not going to make you Buddhist. I'm not making you divine. I'm not making you Allah is Rahim. I don't know what Vaheguru says. I'm just trying to clean your garbage. That's all this night is about. Cleaning your mental garbage. I should say other words because I'm a holy man. I can't. You know, I love that word which you, America, has taught me. But unfortunately, I'm Sri Singh Sahib. I'm not supposed to say a lot of things. I am also bound down by unwanted discipline. But I think in my religious world, they knew I was a rebel and they just tie me in to fix me. Mind. The right side of the mind is not with men. Left side of the mind is devastating because it's with a female, makes her confused. What is right, what is not right? I'm too much, I'm too less, you know. It's a Libra balance. Have you seen the real picture of a Libra? These two pans of the balance is always upside down, like high wind has hit it. So it's not the quality of the woman which matters. It is the balance of the woman. Unisonness of the mind which woman has to use. And the unit of the mind which man has to use if they want to be happy and successful in life. You can be successful, not happy. That's the criteria you have to understand. I don't mean a spiritual experience. Well, I know God. God knows me. Then what? God knows everybody. And if I know God knows me, what big deal? Question is how much mental garbage I have got. Bulb is on, whether the glass is clean or not, whether the light come out or not. And it takes that light to go to others and not cheat them, not hurt them, not reject them, not... You know, all negative things we do to others, we do to ourselves. You do not hurt anyone. Neither you can, nor you have the power to do it. You first hurt yourself and reach the hurt another person, and he return the hurt through a curse, and which multiply your hurt many, many times. That's actually what happens. You might be thinking you are hurting somebody. Oh, you son of so-and-so. Oh, you dog. Oh, you abused. And make a person look inferior and absolutely good for nothing and brings tears on somebody's eyes. You did a wonderful job. But that person will say nothing to you, but say, God, make him impotent, make him blind, make him dumb. God knows how many curses his mind is going to send on you, and you, idiot human, living nicely, knowing kindness and compassion, has created a machine of abuse for you for almost couple hours. And you think you have hurt somebody? You have dug your grave. Because when there is a pain, whatever comes in pain, in reaction, has the force. I saw once a time a very funny thing. And it's true what I'm saying to you. We were sitting in a bus and we were coming towards Tampa. And somebody bought our tickets. And we sat down. There was a person I know and respect. She won't sit on a one empty seat, in spite of the fact they told her that she had to sit, because the person sitting on the next seat was black. Now watch this American humanity and great thing, something I saw and experienced myself. This woman will not sit on the next seat because the next person sitting was a black person. And finally the bus driver stopped the bus. He said, "Lady, or you sit down or you get down." So I said, can I sit there and you can sit in my place? And I provided a seat and sit down. Now that person, she I'm talking, was our student. Four years later, she developed a disease. Her half of the face became so black that even she couldn't believe it. And it was not black only, that could have been tolerable. It is that disease, what they call it. What do they call it when you have pussy side on the whole side? Acne or something? It was those little black pimples all over. And there was nothing, she was trying to put creams and this and that, and whole thing. And I said, well, it's a day and night. You should enjoy it. I don't like it. My liver is bad or my kidneys are bad. I don't know what bad is. I think there is somebody who's sitting on that chair. He went bad. I don't believe you. I said, definitely. I'm the only one you don't believe. Everybody else you believe. But look which side you sat and which side that person was sitting. I think he realized in his heart and got hurt. God, if you have made me black, this woman hates me just being because you made me black. And he was just over tan and she was totally under tan. That's all it is. You know, our mind does play a game. Our mind automatically hates things. We have brainwashed. People say, so-and-so is brainwashing. We have been brainwashed by religion, by society, by our social structure, and by our own parents, by our own, name it. We do not see another human if that microscope of ours does not fit in the number. If a rich person came, we go and open the door. If a poor man came, we kick him out. It's all mental game. Mental games are very heavy. And we play them consciously and unconsciously. And today we are trying to explain to you how your mind is loaded and how you feel it. Right? All right, let's work it out. Sit down, very yogic way. And pretend it to be very realistic. All right? Done? Now, this is the thing you have to do. Huh? Don't take the tongue totally out, just little loose tongue. You know, have you ever done this breath? Huh? Come on. Wait, it is a breath of paranaya. Don't joke about it. It's a paranaya breath. You only do it when you are hit by your own paranaya. That's what you do. And I'm not asking you to shake off. I'm just asking you take the paranaya breath. That's all. Don't you look like ocean birds? Come on. Before the paranaya hits you, charge it with the breath. Heavy, heavy, deep. It will give you oxygen. We need that red blood. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You think that you are becoming ducks. This is not true. When you are hit by a definite attack of a phobic paranoia within yourself, you breathe this way because you need oxygen. You need pranic body. That's why you, you breathe that way. It's a natural process. All that natural process, don't feel ugly about it. Do it consciously so that the lungs and the blood in one or two circulations become strong enough that we can do the exercise which we intend to do. Okay? Hurry up. Arey, feel afraid. Come on. Happy birthday. I'll take the present tonight. Don't worry. Do it heavily from the diaphragm. Okay. Listen to this. You think this is a joke? If you do it about 20 times a day, you shall never have nightmares. It's not a joke, this breath. If this breath is practiced, two things will never hurt you. One is the hysteria, the other is the paranoia. It's a yogic breath. You only do it in a natural emergency. We are asking you to do in a conscious emergency. That's what you're asking. We are asking you to breathe the same way. And normally in 3 minutes your aura should totally change, but you are just practicing it. You are not doing it. I want it to be done by the pull of the diaphragm. That's what I want. I just want it to hit deep. You know one thing, hold on. I know why people do not practice Kundalini Yoga. Now I realize. It's practically not so sophisticated. It doesn't suit you. Now who wants to sound like a duck, huh? But that's what you do when you do in those situations. God bless you, that situation may never arise, but if it arises, it can take away from you energy that you cannot even relate to it. But if this time you force the diaphragm deeper and let the air come deeper, in few minutes we can proceed. Come on. That's good. Enough. Hold on. And now, just here, don't touch anything. Come on, quick, fast. You will feel lightheaded in a second. Come on, quick. That's how forceful it should be. All right. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. Hand with sun finger. Like this. It's called Ravi Mudra. Ravi Mudra, and hands like this. 3 fingers like this. See this? And here we go. Only fingers over fingers, not the whole hand. It is very light and balance is very difficult. Just keep it and do fast than you can afford to do. Do it fast. It will give you something to understand. And put your that twisted finger, the side finger into straight. Try to make it just like this. You know, it goes like this. This one. This is a Saturn finger, it will bend automatically. But if you just consciously do it and do it like that, it will work out perfect. Fast. Please, move. We are just sending the brain doesn't know what neurons have never, what are the mudra? Mudra is a physical connection to move or not to move. In the neurons in the brain do not have the pattern. So it activates them to think what's going on. Fast. You know, my problem is I do not give you a good class, you're not going to come tomorrow. You know what I mean? And if you don't come tomorrow and I do not go to do a job, and then a week later you will going to hit the wall. And it's not required. Thing is to get rid of the junk, stay clean, get going, enjoy your life. Powerful, I mean, powerful, fast. Quick. Could you stand up and show them how quick you can do? And they are human beings too, at least they can learn from you. They think they only know. Is it possible? This is what I want. Come on. No, he's not joking, he's really doing it. I can understand. Come on. Your nostrils will start having pressure on Ida and Pingala if you really do this exercise faster. You will have a very impulsive state here, right on the both sides, where Ida and Pingala starts. That's all we want. We don't want to harass you. Actually, we want that pressure. And the moment the nose starts showing little red color in the aura, that's we want little more. It's just light pink. It's not right. Hurry up. You're cheating. This is not good. I don't have a time. I have called for my hot pizza and I have to eat it 5 minutes to 9. And whether you take the class or not, your problem. Hurry up. Don't waste my food. Come on, quick. Yeah, I have asked today from California Pizza Kitchen a special pizza with a special basil on it. So I mean business. Come on, quick. Even sometimes I tell them what to do. What kind of teacher I am, I don't know. Hurry up. Hurry up, fast. Just become little more tense and that will work. I want the big nose. They call it clown nose. Your nose will become big like this on your aurora, and that's all I want. It's just little yet. It's not working. Hey, you, come on, blue turban, hurry up, fast. The back people who sit over there, they think I can't see, but aura is above you. Little more. See, he's doing it. Watch it. Okay, inhale deep. And please lock your hands like this in the heart center and start meditating. Inhale deep, close your eyes. Tight! See, this even sounds. Tight those hands for God's sake. Don't let them go. Tighten them to the best. Close your eyes, and from the closed eyes, look where the tightness of the hand you feel. Angle your eyes that way. Center of energy you have created with those tight hands. Tight. And angle it from the closed eyes. And get vast and vast as the sound of the gong pulls you out of your body. the grip. Tighten the grip. It will carry you automatically if you keep the grip tight and optical nerve seeing through the closed eye. Remember, you got to go through the journey yourself. Tighten the grip, tighten the grip. Relax the grip. Relax the grip. Let the grip go. Let the body now relax with it. Keep meditating. Please let the grip go. Separate the hands. Body will automatically adjust to the changes. Please let it happen. Relax. Striking time was 2 minutes, projection time was at the 3.5 cycle capacity. Result between 60 and 70%. Let the body adjust and relax. Mentally go with the sound, but don't utter a word. Please start doing the breath of fire as powerful as you can. Quick, 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 quick. Use the diaphragm. Open up the lower cells of the lungs, for God's sake. Live full. Give the energy you need. Very good, very good. Put your hands up and clap as much powerfully. Powerful, powerful, not here, Joe. Fast, fast. Move faster than that. Come on, for God's sake, we are not asking you to invade Grenada. Move fast. All right, thank you. And move those 3 fingers and make that circle again, which you remember that? The sun finger and those 3 fingers, and move fast. Because you understand, it is no good to create energy and not to stimulate into the body. It's wrong. Return to normalcy. Keep going. Come on, you have done very well. You don't know. I say you have done well, you believe me. If I said you have done bad, you believe me. No, that's not fact. Come on, move fast. The problem is you don't understand. Time is very, very important factor in this. I don't want to point at somebody. I mean, perfect. Or just a flip of a minute, the pressure on that lock was loose. Just 1 second. And it couldn't be that way again. I mean, that's the problem. Come on, fast, fast, fast. All right, relax and get to that breath which started. Now you will do fearlessly, I can understand. Come on. All the way from the tailbone. There is a tailbone underneath, remember? Pull it from there. Hold on. You got to move your tailbone, which is the first lowest vertebra. And if you pull it really, you will feel there's something. Come on. Okay. Diaphragm, move it. And relax. Now, I do not know what I have done and you do not know what you have done. But just go about 30-40 minutes behind the time. That you can do. And just feel yourself and find out how you feel. And no concession to me. And that much all it takes to clean your garbage. It's an initiation to get into the house and clean it. And tomorrow we'll see, the collectors will come and get. It's very funny. We have initiated it only with the idea that you will go through it for a day. And when you come to do me a favor, when you come tomorrow, do not have anything in your stomach except liquids. I don't expect. And I will personally ask you, I do not know how regular you are, but I'll expect you to go on some kind of mild laxative so that in your capacity as a human being, you may just be reassured that you're clean. It's important. We are going to this series on a relationship of faith. You trust me, I trust you. You come here to learn from me, and God has given me the privilege to serve you. I don't play the game that, I got you and you got me. You don't get me and I don't get you. It's the privilege, and it is just a simple privilege to serve you. And it's a privilege to honor that somebody touched me and I learned it. And I enjoyed it, and I still recall and relish those experiences. Capacity of the man is not that even he can catch God from a tail. Capacity of a man is not that he can create miracles. Capacity of a man is not that he's the most successful. He's beautiful. He's a multimillionaire. He's president of the whole world, and the world bows to him. Capacity of the man depends on two things. Two things. When it is impossible, according to that person, when it is impossible, his heart is kind and his head is compassionate. There's nothing beyond that. Heart is kind. Kindness and compassion are the two things which guarantee your strength. There's no such thing, God. It's a gimmick if you produce it in any way. It's a reality if you dispense it in a simple way. You must be kind and compassionate when it is absolutely by all standard not possible. Do you understand what God is? God is not with 20 hands and 16 legs and elephant nose, and Allah lives on 7th story and God lives on 13th story and Ram lives under the backyard, and all this is just to teach A is apple, B is book, C is cat, D is dog. Neither D is dog nor dog is D. It's a learning process. Graduation, when you get PhD, when by all standards of your capacity, your intelligence, your intuition, your ego, your identity, it's impossible. You are kind at heart, compassionate at head. You have found God. Otherwise, you are Mr. Bogus, and you are hocus pocus, and you talk religion and reality, and you read books, and you lecture, and you do everything, and you have meditation, and you have seen the avatars, and you have seen the sanskara, and you see, it's all jerk yoga. It has nothing to do with anything. Yoga is the union between man and God, within the God, and within the man. And there's no two opinions about it. But test of it, after everything has a test. Examination. When the time hits you, and time hits you, and space fixes you, at that time, answer from you is kindness of the heart, compassion of the head. There's no saint than you. There's no God but you. and there's no truth but you. These are the virtues of an ordinary, grassroots human being. You can tell me I'm idiot, thank you. You tell me I'm wisest, thank you. You tell me I'm a sage, thank you. You tell me you're nothing, tell me nothing, everything doesn't make a sense. That's all it is about. If you are in love and you are not kind, and you have a romance and you are not compassionate, you are just an animal. The problem with me and you is to make you understand, problem is not between you and somebody. Problem is you and within you. Look, I must say, I have nothing to do who does to you what and what you do to others. That's not an idea. Question is, God made you. One thing, God made you. He made you rotten or He made you best? He couldn't do better than this. So you are the best identity and psyche created by God. You are a prostitute or you are a goddess. You are the holiest and you are the most unholiest. That has nothing to do with the circumstances. You are what you are. And then within you, what you are. No question asked. There are two things which shall totally test you out. It is time and space. At a certain given time, at a certain space, or in certain environments, when by your standard, not by God's standard or my standard or anybody's standard, by your standard, it is impossible. At that time, you are kind at heart and compassionate at head. You have already found God. Whether you mend the tires or you run the 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, it makes no difference. The fulfillment is yours. Everything is within you. If God would wanted something outside of you, He should have created something outside of you. He couldn't. He didn't because He doesn't know better. It's all within you. And each one of you, how rotten you are and how best you are, has that capacity to experience.